Good morning, Admirals. Today is February 28th, 2025. I'm Nathan Bombs, and welcome back to another episode of Anchor Down News. Some of our topics today include the Highland St. Patrick's Day Parade, a season recap of the boys basketball team, a weather update, Hudson's chess tournament, and a local food review. I can't believe it's almost March. It feels as February flew by. With March comes a lot of fun things, including the start of spring and the annual Highland St. Patrick's Day Parade. Hudson's very own band is performing, so what better way to get ready for it than an interview with Mr. McGill.
With St. Patrick's Day coming up, I checked in with Mr. McGill to see how it's coming with the parade.
So we have two main songs that the whole band performs. One is called Sounds of Sousa. It's a medley of John Philip Sousa, kind of classic march sounds and tunes. And the other one is Armed Forces on Parade, which is a medley of all the different armed forces songs from the different branches of the military. In between that, the drumline performs what we call a cadence, which is just a basic drumline beat that kind of gives the wind players a chance to rest up, catch their breath, and then into the next tune. There'll be about 45 students marching in the band between wind players, percussionists or drumline members, and a couple members holding banners and flags. It's in this lull between our concerts. So in our typical school year, the winter concert wraps up around December, and then we start prepping for our spring concert, which doesn't happen until May. March is this in-between time, so it's kind of something that we have to, as soon as we get back in January, start kind of looking at and jumping right into to get the music ready. But also the timing of it, you know, it's stuff that we haven't necessarily looked at because we were worried about the winter concert that happened prior to that. So I think getting us up to speed and in time for March, which is usually kind of like an in-between time, is sometimes the biggest challenge. I think Highlands is a great town. Especially kind of the canyon that is created going down Bay Avenue, when you get people kind of on the sidewalk, you get people sometimes in the houses and the buildings along it, and it kind of creates a really nice atmosphere, especially when you're marching down the center of the street, it's a cool effect that not every town has. I've done a lot of parades where everybody's spaced out and you feel like you're not playing for everybody or you're not playing for many people, where the parades in Highlands, it's very kind of compact, and it creates to the excitement, and it's fun performing to that kind of atmosphere. The parade is Saturday, March 22nd this year. It starts at 2:00 p.m. Right, starting at Huddy Park in Highlands and ends over by the marina near Bars.
I'm looking forward to see the Henry Hudson Band at the Highland St. Patrick's Day Parade. Make sure you get down there too. Back to the studio.
Seems like a great performance. I love our local parade because it's one of the few days a year when everyone comes together. A great place to go after the parade is the Chubby Pickle, located toward the end of the parade path. It will most likely be packed, but if you get a chance to go in, I highly recommend it. Here are some reasons why to go, presented by Billy.
At the Chubby Pickle in Highlands, I have guest Blakely Smith, Brady Pettigrew, and behind the camera, Nate Bombs. We're gonna be trying some food.
Nachos.
I got the quesadillas. They're very crunchy, nice. I'm gonna give them a 8.5 out of 10.
What I got was the beef tacos. I'm gonna rate it at 7. I got the beef tacos. If I had to rate them out of 10, I would say like 8.5. Solid.
Hopefully it'll be a nice day for the parade, unlike last year when it was rained out. In other news, our student life has been thriving, both academically and extracurriculars. If you're interested in a club that combines both, Chess Club may be the club for you, requiring both strategical thinking and fun. With more information is Billy in an interview with Mr. Pastor.
Hi, Mr. Pastor, how are you?
I'm doing well, Mr. Pastor. And Mr. Pastor, recent talk of the past chess tournament have made its way to the news crew. Can you tell us a little about Chess Club?
Well, typically every day during a high school lunch, a group of students come to room 100 and we sit here, we play a little chess, and we have a good time. About 2.5 weeks ago, some of the students that visit frequently asked if they could have a chess tournament during lunchtime. I thought it was a great idea. So what we did was we observed to see how well the students, everybody played, and then we came up with a bracket, and it took about 4 days for us to implement a bracket, have the individuals play, and come up with a tournament champion, which is Billy Quinn. He won it, won everything.
Wow, wonderful, Mr. Pastor. And do you plan to continue the trend of chess tournaments and build off of recent popularity?
I do. If more and more students choose to come during lunch to play chess and relax, and a bigger group does come about, then yeah, absolutely, we can have another chess tournament probably towards the end of March. Maybe the third week in March. We can start planning an idea for setting it up then.
Can you break down the format and details of March's chess tournament?
So what we'll do is we'll have the students come in, and then first I'll ask the students who would want to participate, and then what I did last time is I sent out an email to all the students who were participating just to let them know that they were on the bracket to play, and then each day that we came in, what we'll do is they'll play their matches. If you don't finish the match by the end of the lunch period, typically what you'll do is you'll take a picture of the match, and then we can continue that match the following lunch period day, and until we get a winner.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Pastor.
You're always welcome. I look forward to having our next chess tournament during lunch. Thank you so much.
Seems like fun. Thanks, Billy. Sadly, winter sports are coming to an end, but that means spring sports are around the corner, so it's not all bad. With the boys having an overall successful season, I decided to get a season recap from the players. Good morning, Hudson. I'm Nathan Bombs. With the boys' basketball season coming to an end, I decided to ask for a season recap. How do you feel coming back to this team and making such a major impact?
Feels great. We could win some games and I could score some points.
The team hasn't had the overall success that it had last year. How do you overcome that moving into the playoffs?
Keep battling through the injuries and sicknesses and just look at the next game and see what you can, and control what you can control.
Thank you, Jack.
No problem.
Jojo, you're only a sophomore. You have a lot of talent leaving next year as the seniors. How do you feel moving forward, and what can you do to step up?
Something I do to step up is probably score more points, get more rebounds, maybe a little more assists, because I average double-double, but assists only like 2 a game.
How would you say your personal performance has been so far this season?
As opposed to last year, I think I improved. Assumed a better role on varsity. Scoring improved. I took a little bit of a backseat when Jack Fitz returned, which, I'm all about working as a team, so I was kind of willing to assume a lesser role to let Jack do his thing, and, we've been rolling so far this year.
You started off the season hot, you were doing great, and then you got the nose injury. What do you do, what steps do you take to get back in the swing of it and overcome that injury?
Injuries like that are rough. I mean, I've always been good with physical injury myself, being able to play through it, but unfortunately, I was sidelined by my doctor. I didn't really take it well to start off with, but after a little bit of deliberation, I realized that if I'm not on the court, the guys need me to be a leader on or off the court, so I kind of assumed a sideline role, talking to the guys and making sure that they're on top of things, even if I can't be on the court. So I really just try to stay positive and keep a presence.
Basically, you come off the bench, you play a major role. Even when you're not on the court, you're a big presence on the bench. How do you feel that lifts up your teammates and assists?
They all get happy, I just keep the spirits and the energy up, and, hopefully they play better.
Thank you, Mason. Thanks for watching. Back to the desk. Well, I think it's a wrap on the episode. From me and the rest of the crew, stay classy.
Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed it. We had a ball making it.